What's up everyone, welcome back to another video on TPL Locs. Today I am going to review subscribers' dreadlocks. This is the first installment of this series of reviewing subscribers' dreadlocks. I've asked you to send your pictures to this email address. So if you want to be in the next one, you know what to do. I will also be doing a version of the people who tagged me on Instagram with this Instagram handle. So if you want to be featured in that, there's 2 ways that you can submit your pictures. For now, we're going to get started with the first few people who sent me an email. First of all, thank you to all of you. I really appreciate it that you share your pictures with me and allow me to review them. So let's get started. So the first person we are going to review is called Brandy. And Brandy is a loctician, I believe. She sent me a message as well saying, "Hey there, I'm Brandy. I have sister locks that are 9 months old, and I'm also a sister loctician. She does traditional locks as well, and she hopes I will consider including her in the subscriber video." No problem, Brandy. I love it that you sent me your pictures. So let's start with this first picture where I really like the colors that you got in your locks. I imagine this is some kind of temporary dye or maybe coloring wax, which I've seen lately around on the internet as well. And it looks very cool. So you've only used it on the tips of your locks, and at the root your hair still looks like your own hair color, a darker brown color. And yeah, sister locks are really cool. I have 3 great aunts and they all have sister locks, and it's really cool to see how the loctician comes to their house and locks their hair. It takes a long time, but it's such a versatile hairstyle, so it's really cool. Next picture of Brandy. Here we see Brandy with someone else who also has beautiful locks. Here she doesn't have the color in her locks apart from a lighter brown color in the tips. And yeah, the guy behind her, I'm not sure who that is, but he has awesome long locks in braids or in twists maybe. And yeah, they look really cool together. Here we can see the same hairstyle with the sister locks, kind of off to one side with a little lighter blonde color at the tips. So yeah, Brandy, thank you for sending me the pictures. I appreciate it, and I think your locks look awesome. Next up, this is a lock family. They call themselves Diamond Locs, and the messages attached are some pictures of myself and family with locks and tattoos to be featured in your videos. My locks in these pictures are about 8 months in. My husband's locks are about 13 years in. Oh my goodness. And are combined. My oldest boy's locks are 3 years in, and the baby boy's locks are 3 to 4 months in. Thanks for the consideration. Wow, that is amazing. So your husband's locks are 13 years in. That is crazy. So he has combined a few. Let's see if we can see up closer in the next picture. Here we can see your kids. Oh, the little guys with the locks. That is so cute. I admire how you get them to sit down long enough for you to get their hair done. But yeah, these locks look super cool as well. You can see that they look super healthy because at the root they're really thick. And yeah, the red tips are cool, match your shirt. And this kid as well, the green tips, the green shirt, really nice. And then let's go back to this one so we can look at your locks. So your locks are, you said, 9 months old. Whoa, they look really good for 9 months. They look like they've been locked completely. I'm wondering how, 8 months, sorry, 8 months. I wonder how, the method you used. It looks to me like a retwist method. Especially for the kids, because we can see kind of the individual locks and we can kind of see the scalp. But yeah, this is amazing. A lock family. It's really great. I would do more videos on kids with locks, but YouTube has become very vigilant with kids being featured in YouTube videos, and oftentimes whenever someone posts such a video, the comments will be disabled, the video will be demonetized, so that is not a risk I'm looking to take right now. So let's go to the next person. The next person is Eleanor. Eleanor sent me her locks, her freeform locks, because these look like freeform locks to me. Let's go to the next picture. It's a bit more clear to see what they look like. So we can see that there were more locks when she started out freeforming, probably, or maybe she started off with a different method, and then after a while they start combining. That's what freeforming is all about, really. And then in this picture we can see that she really gets like 3 or 4 huge locks that then divide in smaller locks over the course of the thicker lock. So I think these look really unique, and props to you for rocking these freeform locks. I think it always shows someone's confidence and their determination to have these locks. But unfortunately, she also sent me this picture, and she cut them. She cut her freeform locks. So I'm hoping this is the start of a new lock journey for you. But if it's not, I totally get it as well. I mean, look at me. I'm the one without locks here, talking about locks all the time. And then another picture from the back where we can see the newly formed curls. So thank you, Eleanor, for sending your pictures. And yeah. Let me know why, if you're watching this, let me know why you cut them in the comments. I'm curious to hear. Next picture is Imani. Imani did not send any information with her locks, but if we go to the next picture, we can see her purple locks. So, oh yeah, actually, you did type some information on your locks with the email. You said something to the extent that you know that coloring your locks could be bad, but regardless, you still like your locks. And I agree. I think colored locks or dyed locks are awesome as well. It's just that you need to know the risk that you're taking, because dyeing them over and over and over again can become problematic. But your locks seem very mature to me, so I think they must be like 2 years in, or maybe a bit under that. I'm not really sure, but they look dope. Thank you, Imani, for sending your pictures. Next up is James. James has amazing retwist locks, because we can see this is probably straight after a fresh retwist. And you got some jewelry in your locks. Looks like beads or something like that, and a little ring. And even some color. So maybe you've dipped your locks in some color to make them look a bit more unique, but I think they look amazing. This is also a beautiful picture, and yeah, they are cool. Thank you, James. Joel's up next. This looks to me like a prom picture, because he's wearing a suit and glasses, looking all sharp. And these are just started. These are baby locks. I think these are like retwisted locks, so finger twisted. We can even see that probably right now he is twisting his locks. That's what a lot of people do, especially in the beginning when you just get your locks. The habit is to kind of like start finicking with them and twisting them. These locks look cool. It looks like you just got started, and yeah, good luck with your lock journey. Lemoyne sent me 3 pictures, I believe, and we can see that he has top locks and tattoos. So that is pretty cool. His locks look quite thin to me. And I think that's really cool. It looks like the curl pattern that you have already produces small curls, so then you got your locks to kind of match your lock pattern. I think that is something that's really important. You can often go thicker than your lock pattern, your curl pattern, but if you go thinner than your curl pattern, sometimes you end up getting breakage or other problems. So I think these look pretty cool. In this next picture, we can see an awesome lock style, and I'm surprised that you can get it this neat and tight with such short locks, but this looks really cool too. Really, really nice. I wouldn't be able to do that. My braiding skills are not great at all. And then this picture, I think this was a while back before the other pictures, because here the locks look a bit shorter, but here we can see that you're shaving the sides. And yeah, man, they look dope. You even got the gauges in your ears. Awesome. Nice. So Nearon sent me a few pictures with a message. They are starting to get really itchy and I have a lot of new growth, but I can't wash or retwist my hair yet. Help. So Nearon, I don't really know how long you've had your locks for, but it looks like you haven't had them for this long. At least here they look super new and fresh. You started out with a 2-strand twist is what I can see here very clearly. And here we can see that this is probably a few days or a few weeks in. And I think these look amazing. If you have had them for a few weeks, you can wash your hair, in my opinion. You just have to be careful, but the fact that you used twists to get them started will probably limit the damage that you can do by washing them this early on. If they start to get itchy, there are a few things you can do. Sometimes washing it helps. Sometimes getting some type of peppermint spray can help, but be careful. Use natural things if you can. And if you've had them for 4 days, just stick with it a little longer. Compare it to how often you washed your hair before you got your twists and your locks, and then compare that to now, because sometimes your scalp is used to washing every other day or a few times a week. And if that's the case and all of a sudden you stop washing your hair, your scalp can become very itchy and it starts to react to the fact that you change the surroundings. You can even use something like pantyhose and put that on your locks and then wash your locks through the pantyhose. It's a bit tedious, but it could solve your problem. Just don't take them out because you just started and sometimes it's hard to get through that stage when you just got started. But yeah, keep going. Okay, so this person, I don't know his name, his email address had something like progress always wins or something like that. So yeah, thank you for sending me your message. You actually said, hi TPL, I just want to say I really enjoyed the video, so keep doing you. Thank you. I'm really glad that you're enjoying them. These freeform locks had a lifespan of 7 months until my dad made me cut them. His reason was that he thinks a 16-year-old shouldn't have their hair like that. I enjoyed my hair while I had it and I'm currently growing it back. So yeah, this is something that you hear pretty often, that people living at home still, their parents don't agree with, in this case, your hairstyle. I kind of had the same thing when I wanted to get locks when I was younger. My mother didn't want me to get locks or cut my hair, do anything drastic to it. And I guess you just have to respect that. You still live with them under the same roof. They provide for you. They are your parents and you shouldn't disrespect that, so to speak. What you can do, however, is explain to your dad what your reasoning behind it is, why you want to get your hair the way you want to get it, what it means to you, and the method you're going to use. Because sometimes, especially I feel the older generation of Black parents or grandparents are still way more under the impression that locks have to do with Rastafari in all cases, and that you smoke weed, and that many other things that they grew up thinking wasn't good because they weren't accepted in society don't necessarily apply anymore today, but sometimes people fail to understand that. So you can also try to ask him what his objection is for the fact that you want to wear your hair like this. But don't push it. If he doesn't want you to have your hair like that, respect that, because you are still young. And there will come a day where you don't have to listen to your parents anymore and take responsibility for your own actions. But it looks like you had a cool set of freeform or semi-freeform locks, cool high top semi-freeform locks. And here we can see them from the back. You were a good 7 months, you said, I think? Yeah, 7 months in. So these kind of remind me of J. Cole's locks in the beginning. And it's a shame that you had to cut them, but you're saying you're growing your hair out again. So maybe this time you'll be successful. Thank you for sending your pictures. That brings us to the end of the video. I will do an Instagram version of subscribers with locks soon, because I've seen many of you have tagged me on Instagram. Send me your pictures if you haven't already on this email address. That's the easiest thing for me, I think, to review you guys. And I want to thank you for watching.